is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, the Eagles head coach told me before the game. He said they have got incredible plans right now to get this wide receiver involved. Defenses have been keying on him. With the young quarterback, they think they have put something into the scheme that will help them get the ball to their receiver downfield, regardless of what the defense tries to do. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. So Arkansas State's offense will go on the attack first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to...
Snags it and he's open. Quick step and go. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Red Wolves are in the hurry-up. He'll do it himself. Hard running there. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
Who says option football is dead now in college football? How about that in the opening drive of the game, taking advantage of the athleticism you have at quarterback, and they're able to get a touchdown off of it early here, Dave.
And it's just so frustrating because defensively it makes you play so slow. Like, it literally becomes basketball as man-to-man. I got the quarterback. I got the pitch. Makes defenses slow down. Let's see how they adjust after this first drive.
The Eagles' offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. Running inside. It's Todd. Turning it on! Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with the running back. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. The Eagles are rolling down the field. Looking for space, it's Todd. Let's talk for a second about Georgia Southern. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like,
intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Wants to throw. It's Owens. Finds his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Red Wolves come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Red Wolves will try to convert on 4th down. They'll run for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Quick strike through the air for the score. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That's caught. It's Larson. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. To the ground to try to move the chains. Could be an alley. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Oh, they're after him. Going for the touchdown, couldn't make the connection, but this flag will be against the defense. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it one more yard to get it in. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Back to throw, it's Owens. It's complete on the right side. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And the Red Wolves headed quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Using the quick game. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake. Got him downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Takes the easy one to the back. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And these are the plays that defenses talk about, man. These are the ones that get you in those situations where you can win. You've given up some yards on this drive, but it doesn't matter. When you play great job on second down and force the passing situation, now, man, you get that dime package ready, you get that pass rush package ready, and you're ready to go get the quarterback.
Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wants to fire on second down. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Gets away from one. He's got space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Georgia Southern in a hurry. A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arkansas State ready to get this drive going. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. The offense changing the play.
Booster, booster! Right, right! Go, go!
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Larson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Dropping back, it's Owens. Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. It's a draw. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. The Red Wolves will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Larson. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a corner
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Red Wolves want to move quickly.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. To the air. It's Owens. The short hands. It's Barrett. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. He'll try it again. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. To the 10. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. He'll pull it on the read to the left. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
Disappointing for the defense here because they knew they were going to see option in this game, and they had practiced and repped against it so many times, but it's one thing to do it against your scout team, and it's another thing to do it in live game situations against this type of offense. They're struggling right now. That's the second rushing touchdown they've allowed.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Bringing the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Cavazos. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They're working that left side. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to throw, it's Owens. He'll loft 1 deep down the left side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Just enough time to get off 1 final play of the half. Looking to throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 3 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Buckeyes on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back now to your game inside Paulson Stadium. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stops right there. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about...
Here's a little room there. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. The Eagles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Handoff to the single running back. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Eagles with the 1st and 10. Got room to work. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Todd. Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Red Bulls offense coming out to start the drive. And after that last field goal, they start this third quarter, find themselves playing from behind. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. The Red Bulls want to crank the tempo. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Owens. This time he's got his man. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Right on target this time. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
To the air on 2nd down. throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The give to the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Picks up the 1st down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And the Red Wolves want to pick up the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. 2nd and 2, and 4 receivers spread all over the field. To throw, it's Owens. Spins away. Working that left side now. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because
it's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. The Red Wolves with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down, they'll go to the air. They get to him as he throws. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Keeps it on the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give to the tailback. Find some fresh air. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down. And they get him down.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short and... him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Got a little grass. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The lone back's got it. Makes it past the marker. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. On the run, still looking. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the Red Wolves come to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Under fire. Gets it out quickly. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Swings it out to his running back. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Makes the grab. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down, get the conversion, move the sticks.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of
gashing the D on the run, into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Extra point here will tie the game.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. The run inside, it's Williams. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. They feed him again. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hit.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got him this time.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one. And you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that fourth down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll send the back in motion. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. To the air, it's Cavazos. Trying to set up the screen. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field.
Maybe some room here. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Love the work by the quarterback. Selling pass. You saw the linebackers just back out of the box. As soon as he handed it off, there was nobody home, and that led to a big gain.
And the Eagles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Georgia Southern.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. It's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you